Fosterbell.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. I'm very excited, sir, that tomorrow our superb Finance Minister, the Honourable Bill English, will be delivering his 6th budget under this national government. This will provide momentum, sir, to keep this country moving forward and will stand in stark contrast with our poor cousins across the Tasman who have had to face harsh austerity measures and heavy cutbacks in the investment on their public services. The reason that the Australian government is in such a poor state and their finances are sliding downhill is very, very simple. That is years of Labour and Greens misrule. And the Labour and Green parties here in New Zealand similarly offer no real substance, no real alternative. They can only sling mud. I'm sure that the New Zealand public will welcome this sensible, sound and stable national government taking steps to lock in the very hard-won progress that the households, businesses and in fact all hard-working New Zealanders are achieving. The public also want to see this government's accounts back in surplus, back in the black instead of the decade of deficits which was the inheritance of this government from the previous Labour one. And we're starting to see the payoff from National's good work. Good GDP growth rates have meant 84,000 new jobs have been created in the economy and real wages are rising. And the future, sir, is brighter yet. Here in Wellington, in the home of the core public services, things are going well. And unlike the opposition, I do not disparage our hard-working public servants who are innovative in finding new ways to deliver on improving services to the public whilst operating in an environment of constrained spending. Now, obviously, the lion's share of new measures will be announced in the budget tomorrow, but there have been a few announcements already made which I'd like to refer to. I support, sir, any message which helps grow New Zealand's exports of innovative products and services. Wellington is a creative hub for New Zealand, be it movie making, software design or even our craft beer industry. So I am delighted that as part of the business growth agenda, the Prime Minister and Minister Grosser have announced an extra $69 million for New Zealand Trade and Enterprise over 4 years to boost New Zealand's trade support teams in China, South America and the Middle East. Trade and Enterprise, Foreign Affairs and those other agencies which support New Zealand firms selling their products offshore deserve our congratulations and our thanks for the increases in trade that they have achieved alongside those hard-working people in the private sector over the past few years. And as an ex-MFAT employee who had a couple of postings to the Middle East, I think it is absolutely fantastic that the government is investing in giving even more support to exporters in these challenging but highly lucrative markets. I also welcome an excellent measure which supports some of the most dedicated servants of state who have often taken huge risks to safeguard our country, that is, the veterans of the armed forces. Today's announcement by Minister Woodhouse of a $60 million investment in veterans support services is simply wonderful, in my view, sir. Extending the veterans' pension to every single one of those who have served once they reach 65 years of age is the right thing to do. An extra 16,000 veterans will be recognised for their service to the country, and I say to the Labour members opposite, it is an utter disgrace that they are considering raising eligibility age for the veterans' pension to 67 years of age. There are members over there who know that is the wrong thing to do and they should be standing up to their leader on that particular issue, for those who have sacrificed to ensure our freedoms. Another announcement which I particularly welcome, sir, is the extra $10.4 million over 2 years to support frontline sexual violence services. And for those members who do not think that such issues as human trafficking are a problem in our country, I'd invite them to read this paper by Shimal Satire and Mark Calderwood of Waikato University, a critical analysis of child trafficking in New Zealand. We need to take urgent action on this scourge. The situation in Nigeria with Boko Haram is not unique to that area. There are issues here in New Zealand. We are investing in that. That is the right thing to do. I welcome that initiative, as will New Zealanders tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Carol Beaumont.
Thank you very much.